see, make sure everything is working. All right, it is. Peace and black power to everybody out there. Shalom, Hotep. And I just want to ask you, first of all, Captain, I like the gown you got on. I like the gear. It's looking good.
Talk about it a little bit. Let me show you something. Wait, let me take the chain off. Let me take the chain off.
You don't need to take the chain off.
Nah, I want to let the Carl Gas show out. So, y'all know I sell the body butters and the oils. I've been doing this since 2019 and have gotten great support from the people. When I say great support, excellent support. So now I'm kind of leaning into the shirts and hats.
Turn your head a little bit. You got it to the side. You don't want the Carl Gas in the front?
No, which way? You tell me which way to go.
Go. Yeah, keep going. Right there. Now it matches up. It's in the front.
That's what I needed. Yeah, that's a good brother right there, because he could have had me filming with the shit cocked to the side. But
so let's talk about that. How did that whole thing started? That looked nice.
The Carl Gas is my father's name. So I'm born Tyree Gas.
Right.
I'm the oldest boy from my father. So Carl Gas started. So my business used to be Tazaryach and Lily's Creation. So I wanted to transition out of that, and I didn't know how to do it because I didn't want it to be necessarily affiliated with my name, and I wanted really to be able to pass something down. Like if Christ don't return, I wanted a name to stand out to where when my sons and daughters, they can actually carry. Like my daughter works the business with me. She makes the oils and stuff.
Right.
She's the only woman that has the ingredients for the oils. None of my wives even got the ingredients. So my daughter, the only one that got the ingredients and everything for the oils. So as I was doing that, a brother that makes shirts, like a lot of brothers in our school make clothes. And so I wanted to make shirts and hats. You know, I like the bucket hat. So normally I would have the Kango bucket hat, because they the only ones make the size big enough to fit my big ass head. And so I told the brother, I said, I want to make some hats. I said, I want to make some hats and I want to make shirts. And so he came up with the design. So you see Carl Gas on the front. See Carl Gas up here.
Something nice and simple.
Something nice and simple, excellently made, support. And so we're going to have different variations. So different colors of black shirts with different colors, red, green, white, blue, white shirts, all different styles.
Now, one more suggestion.
Right.
You should have in small letters under that your website. That's how you promote your business.
Yeah, so they know where to go to actually go get it.
Your channel, your YouTube
channel, Capt Tazaryach TV. So I'm gonna find a way to put all of that. So this is the prototype. So he wanted to show me the prototype. So when I was in Chicago, he brought me the hat. So I got two hats. So I got this hat, and I got a black hat with white hat with black letters, and I got a white shirt with black letters. So I got two different styles of hats. So I wanted to wear this. So look forward to the hats, the shirts, and then you'll see other hats, like the type of hat sa.neter got on, like the baseball hat type.
Yeah.
I think I look weird with the baseball hat on. That's why I wear the bucket hats. So, but look for all that. So make sure you support Carl Gas Collections.
There you go.
Carl Gas Collections is what we're running with. Make sure you support it. I'm gonna send the link to sa.neter. So if you want to buy your hat, if you want to buy, I'm sorry, I did it wrong. If you want to buy your hat, you want to buy your shirt, you want to make sure you support. So I definitely wanted to promote that. All right.
Okay. So go ahead, put that back on.
This chain. If y'all don't know anything about this chain, let me tell y'all history about this chain. The brother
Baba
Haru. Everybody get on me about all the African mumbo jumbo I taught. Baba Haru made this chain for me for all the work that I've done within the conscious community, within the Israelite community. Presented this chain for me with all the hard work. And it's a big ass chain because I'm a big ass man. So shout out to Baba Haru and listen, if I could highlight, when y'all look at this chain, his craftsmanship is unmatched. These are all what y'all would call Star of David. We would call them Shield of David. So each one of these links is intertwined Shield of David, all in the middle. And then on the back of that, he got Shalom engraved in there. That's how pristine this work is. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to highlight Baba Haru. Make sure y'all support him. You can find him, Baba Haru, on Instagram like that, all right?
Spinning
Donald Trump said he's bringing the National Guards to D.C. and eventually to New York, Chicago, Boston, and other major cities.
Right.
What does this mean, man? What does this really mean?
In the Bible, the Israelites always talk about. In the Bible, the Israelites always talk about martial law, Third World War, all the things that displaced Babylon or America is going to implement. Bringing a National Guard. I remember watching this movie called Siege back in '96, '97, something like that. It was with Denzel Washington.
I saw that.
And it was about terrorism. And when the cops, the FBI couldn't do their job, they brought in the military. Military brought in tanks and everything. They instituted time to go in the house. You couldn't stay outside anymore and everything like that. They bring that National Guard in to federalize D.C. And he said they're going to do it in Baltimore, New York, Chicago. You're going to see martial law in America. You're going to, if they bring that military in, the military rules are going to be different. You're going to see the military walking around here with their guns and everything like that. We're going to see who gangster at that part too.
Right. I want to see where the gangsters going to be.
Yeah, where the gangsters
where the gangs and all that
gangs and all that. Like, because it's easy, like blacks, unaliving blacks gonna be easy. We're gonna see what you're gonna do when that thing comes. And here's how you know they're doing it by force, because when he starts mentioning cities like Baltimore and Chicago, what a lot of people don't know is that Baltimore has the lowest unaliving rate since 1974. Baltimore was known for being drug infested, black on black violence. And what I like about the brother, and I think I said this on one of your lives before, the mayor is black. And that mayor came in there and he identified the black problem as a health problem. He didn't blame hip hop. He didn't blame anything. Actually, he blamed racism. Anybody look it up. He said the racism in Baltimore. And when he identified it as a health problem, he brought in provisions that the city had to do to fix the problem. And that reduced the crime rate. That reduced the unaliving rate. So why is that important? If Trump still wants to bring in the feds, he wants to federalize the crime and bring in a National Guard, that tells you their agenda is to attack blacks and Hispanics. The agenda is to attack the blacks and the Haitians.
Yeah, because you know they're going to be in the so-called ghettos.
They're going to be in the ghetto. Right. He's not doing that for the suburbs.
Right.
Make no mistake about it. Listen, if you voted for Trump, this is what you voted for. If you support Trump, if y'all thought because he put that fist up when he fake got shot, talk about many men like 50 Cent, and you think he black, well, this is what you wanted. Right. You wanted them to come into your neighborhood when, if the city just took care of the community wouldn't be drug infested. Because what they doing in Baltimore shows that if they really wanted to take care of the black community, they could take care of the black community.
Right.
And now what Donald Trump is trying to say, nah, we ain't gonna take care of the community the right way. We're gonna take care of the community by unaliving you, by locking you up, by beating you, by making you out to be savages. When black people are not savages, we just don't have opportunities. That's what Trump is showing. So
do the people, they don't believe that Trump is a racist. Do you believe that he is a racist?
Listen, he's the epitome of, if there was a definition of a racist white man, it would be a picture of him. There's nobody more racist than him. You notice when you want to know how racist, when the Juneteenth holiday came out, you know what Trump said?
What?
Man, there's too many holidays, too many federal holidays. We got to get rid of some of these holidays because of Juneteenth. Not because of 4th of July, Memorial Day, one black holiday. Make them say there's too many federal holidays.
I might have to there's a sister that I know. And she's known as Misunderstood. I might have to get her to have a discussion with you.
Yeah, let's have that discussion.
She is a Trump.
Hand me that water right there.
She's a Trump die-hard supporter, bro.
A black woman.
A black woman. You can't say nothing to her about Trump.
Them black bitches losing all their jobs right now. Them black bitches that love to shit on black men left and right all day, every day.
I might have to
losing all their
bring her
jobs.
up to you, man.
Listen, look it up. Anybody look it up, they crying right now because black women are losing their jobs.
Damn.
Because of Trump.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I want to know what she think about it now.
Damn, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I would love to have that discussion. But yeah, listen, Trump, and that's why white people voted for him as much. Because that term, make America great again, is to civilize these niggas.
Yeah,
take care
that's
of the
what
rich.
it is.
Yeah, it's all about.
And that's why he's bringing in the National Guard.
Yeah,
it's all about
the
getting control again.
When they talk
that's why when they say "Make America Great Again," that's what the fuck he talking about.
Think about this in the '80s. In the '80s, when them politicians, them Republicans and Democrats say that the '80s was the best time, that's when they was flooding us with crack, separating the homes, doing all that. So for the rich whites, yes. And here's the sad part. For the poor whites, them rich whites don't care about the poor whites either.
Right.
So what the poor whites don't, how the poor whites look at it like, they look at it like, yeah, get rid of the niggas, get rid of the niggas. But when the rich, when they get rid of them niggas, they not gonna give a fuck about poor white people either.
Right.
And y'all gonna be poor. You gonna be you already drug infested because they like to make it seem like we the criminals. There's nobody more. First of all, the welfare recipients. There's this, Trump is bringing out something too that black women got to worry about.
What's that?
He want a pass where you got like 2 years on that welfare. You got to get your ass up off of it.
Damn.
You got to get your ass up off that welfare 2 years.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I know some women. I counsel some sisters like, hey, what do you think we should start doing to get ready? But you got to get a job. You just might have to work. Or you might have to go apologize to that black man you got rid of.
Well, back in the days, they used to have to work for their check. Because I don't think you could just get rid of it and just leave them stranded.
Like my wife used to work for
example,
programs
the jobs,
for parents.
they would come out and clean up the parks and stuff like that.
Yeah, my wife used to work at the Urban League, and they used to have this thing called programs for parents, where it was like working, like you could get the assistance, but they would help you get a job to get off the assistance.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to work. But now, what I want to say about the welfare, though, the number one recipients of welfare is white people.
Yes, it is. Yep.
They like to make it seem like the welfare queen is a black woman. She's not. In our community, she is, of course, because she's a black woman.
Right.
So the woman, just like the white woman, would be the welfare queen in their community. But on welfare, the most, white people and Jewish people, which are white to us, but in their community, they look at them. Whites and Jewish people are the most people on government assistance. But
between blacks and white people, who are more on government assistance?
What it say?
Hold up.
Okay.
Between whites and blacks, who are mostly on government assistance?
Let me see what this say.
Whites make up the largest percentage of people on government assistance programs.
See that?
Black people have a higher rate of participation relative to their share of the population.
Damn.
Thought
they
I
have
was
the highest share of you see, so you're right on that, man.
You thought I was. Listen, I'm glad you did that because I was like, I said when you did it, I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna do like the whole per capita or anything like that.
They just straight up came out with it.
Told the truth.
Yeah.
Make sure you play that part.
No, it's on
I know.
It's right there.
I'm saying it to emphasize, like, because the stigma and stereotype that they put on black people, we're the most violent, we are not. The most on drugs, we are not. The most on welfare, we are not. When you look up the stats, it's white people. White people are the most violent, drug addicted, welfare recipient people on the planet. But they make it seem like it's black people.
Watch this.
That's what I thought they was gonna do on the welfare.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I thought they was gonna do that. That's a lot right there. Too.
But I did a show yesterday, and people was always saying that you can't rely on this type of stuff right here because they're gonna lie to you.
People be putting their lifeline on there. If we said if Jesus was black, I bet you they say he white.
Yeah, man. So let's finish with Donald Trump.
Okay.
Donald Trump and Charlemagne got at it.
Oh yeah.
Donald Trump got at it with Charlemagne. He took the first shot. What do you think about the statement that Donald Trump made?
Right. So technically, technically,
He disrespected Charlemagne.
he did. He got mad at Charlemagne because Charlemagne was asked by his daughter-in-law on Fox. That's how Trump knows about it, because Trump loves Fox.
Right.
So Fox got his daughter-in-law. You talk about, what's that, nepotism?
Right.
That's nepotism at its finest.
Right.
And ask Charlemagne what he feels about Trump. First thing Charlemagne says is that this Epstein thing is going to open up the door for conservative and Democrats to take it from the Republicans, which he's not lying. Because the Epstein files and Trump's desire to fight when everybody knows that Trump is on them Epstein files and not letting it come out is a blow to the Republicans.
Right.
I think that got him more upset than anything else, because the other thing Charlemagne just said, when you take Medicaid away and you stop helping the elderly, you stop helping the poor, it makes you look bad. And so I think Charlemagne anybody talking about Epstein, I think Trump gonna respond to. So I don't know if this is so much as a black-white thing as much as it an Epstein thing.
Right.
Because he didn't call him nothing racist. If he just try to sneak in like gorilla, monkey, or some shit like that up in there, I would probably go with that. I think it's the Epstein thing that is pissing Trump off, because he would rather the Epstein thing go away, but the Epstein thing ain't going away. And so now he calls Charlemagne a sleazebag. He said, if I call myself Trump the God, they would have a field day. If I call myself Charlemagne the God, what is he a god of?
No, Trump is straight up crazy.
Listen, Trump is like a white man's white man.
To me, he's a nigga to me.
That's why I said a white man's white man. Like, he talks like how a white man would want. Like, you know how like white men feel they got to be like conservative because people gonna be in their feelings. Trump don't care about nobody.
He don't care about none of
Trump told that black man, you read so well. Remember he told that, was he black or African?
He was African.
Yeah, he told the African man,
You
read
speak
so
English.
yeah, you
English.
speak English so well, as if African people can't speak English.
And he said English is the majority of our language here.
Yeah, like it was just amazing to me. So Trump speaks like when you say he speaks for the people, Trump speaks for the people. Now, his racism is why he also, Epstein aside, Charlemagne being black just helps and adds to it.
Let me ask this right quick. Why was Trump mad at Charlemagne the God?
Trump called Charlemagne the God a low IQ individual and racist sleazebag after the radio host criticized his presidency and made comments on Fox News about traditional conservatives and Jeffrey Epstein. Charlemagne, whose real name is Leonard McKelvey, had said he wouldn't give Trump's presidency a good rating because the least of us are still being impacted the worst.
So yeah, you're right.
You see the first thing he said?
Yeah.
Because of what he said about Epstein. What he said about Epstein matters. Because because Epstein is and that's not even a black-white thing. That's everybody. Everybody wants the Epstein files to come out. Because everybody know Trump is on them Epstein files. Elon Musk has said it. Everybody has said it. And so the more Trump don't bring it out, the more it looks bad on him.
What was Charlemagne the God response to Trump?
Charlemagne the God said that a political coup is happening in the Republican Party and that traditional conservatives will use the fallout from the Epstein files to take their party back. Trump responded by calling Charlemagne a low IQ individual and a racist sleazebag on Truth Social.
Racist sleazebag.
Told you.
Trump a funny motherfucker.
Oh, he did call him racist.
Yeah, he said racist sleazebag.
I forgot that part.
Now Charlemagne ain't racist, bro.
Listen,
come on, man.
Listen, the same Charlemagne that he calling racist. Let Joe Biden say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. And Charlemagne didn't say nothing.
See, come on, man.
At a moment in time where Charlemagne was supposed to be black versus Joe Biden, he remained neutral. Damn. Charlemagne is not a racist. Charlemagne might be a homosexual, but he's not racist.
Yeah, nah, come on, man, Capt. You can't be calling people that if you ain't got proof on that. You got to prove that.
You know, the only thing...
I think Charlemagne will call you out on that. He'll call you out on that.
Listen, Charlemagne do some. Charlemagne said something that was extremely. I'm gonna send you some quotables of Charlemagne on his homosexual suspect.
Charlemagne is married and everything, brother.
There's a lot of people that's married that live double lives. They call it DL for a reason. They call them beards. You know, we be having women. The women be beards. They like to cover for them. Like to cover up what they really doing behind the scenes. But I think what Charlemagne did, but the only thing I give Charlemagne props for being man enough to make the statements that he made. But if anybody want to know what upset Trump to say what he said, it's the Epstein stuff. If he would have said all that other stuff, Trump would have said nothing else about him. The whole reason, the sleaze bag and all that stuff, was because he talked about the Epstein files, and even AI pointed that out. All right, now we can go ahead and get into the interview.
All right, so man, you already know what it is, man. Dr. Umar has made the news once again. Dr. Umar, man.
He can't stay out.
Yeah, this nigga here, man. Hey, you got to see his response.
Yeah.
Damn, I should have told you.
No, wait. I watched it. Wait, you talking about the video he did in the car?
No, I think he did. He did a response.
So he had a speaking in Newark.
Yeah.
Before he did the response, and the speaking in Newark, he said it could be the FBI now.
That's all right. So you saw his response.
So I saw the response where he out there. He's saying now it went from the woman, his ex-girlfriend doing it
to the FBI.
To now the FBI doing it and freezing his bank account.
This dude is horrible, man.
This dude is horrible. And the crazy thing, he's still taking donations in the middle of that.
And the
we
sick
gotta
people is giving them the donations.
Yeah, that's why last time we did the interview, you was like,
do they deserve to
get scammed? And at this point, you damn near got to say they do deserve to get scammed.
Right, because it ain't like they don't know what's going on, bro.
They following anybody else. Listen, whenever you've had fraud on your bank, he said that he had fraud back in June, July.
Right.
We in the middle of August. They would have come to the conclusion by now. But he wants the people to believe that they still got to investigate the fraud on his account.
Crazy.
Fraud don't take that long. And I guarantee you, they know that fraud don't take that long. But you know what they want? They want to hope and believe that this is not true. Listen, I'm listening to Umar Johnson talk yesterday, and as I'm listening to him tell this story, a part of me, because he black, a part of me is saying like, damn, maybe, I hope, maybe. And then my brain kick in, like, man, that nigga scamming. Because it just don't make sense, like what he's saying. And so now, what he's saying is that here's the craziest part. He's saying anybody that owns property, even if you, whether you rent your property, which could mean whether you rent where you at, whether you live where you at, everybody knows that they can't just do what he's saying that they're doing. And because he's saying they just stapled something on his door. And he said he's been trying to contact them through email and phone since April.
Damn.
Now somebody break that down to me. Somebody break down how you go into the courts to talk about some tax money that you saying you ain't got to pay if it goes through that, and then they purposely ignoring you.
Right.
I don't understand. And then they stapling it on there. And August 25th, which what's today? What's today's date? Today's the 13th.
Yeah.
So you telling me he's just finding out that he got 12 or 13 days before he can actually pay, I think it's like $20-something thousand. We good to go?
Yeah, we good.
And that's
it just look a little dark, maybe because where you sitting at. But
let me sit back.
No, you good.
Okay.
You good.
You ended it? Wow.
Yeah, you good.
And so now it begs the question, like, what type of business is he running?
Yeah. So let me ask you, man, because he have made the YouTube news once again.
Right.
And there's a brother by the name of Lennon
something. You talk about the cat that just keeps reporting on him.
Lennon is doing a great job, man.
He doing blow by blow.
He is relentless, brother.
Right.
He ain't playing.
Right.
And so shout out to him.
Right. Definitely
Right?
shout out to him.
Because he's really exposing what really need to be exposed
And you know
in the community.
why he deserves an extra shout out? Because I think Umar has posted his wife
Oh, word?
on Instagram.
Why are you doing that?
Because he
When you ain't got no answer for it, you got to try to degrade him through that.
Right, so he's trying to distract. Because, you know, you start talking about wives, and that's the one he's
but the
calling
wife got anything to do with that crazy stuff.
and Pastor Bussy and all that. He's saying all that stuff about him. And what I like about the brother is that he's not letting that sidetrack from the truth.
That's good.
And that brother recently put out a post of the numbers. Like, he had, I think, 7,000 people watching him yesterday.
Cold trees.
He had 7,000 people watching him yesterday, and he posting like it's just increasing. And I think the reason why his numbers is increasing is because of the lies that Umar can't keep telling no more. Like, the lies just ain't adding up.
Yeah,
So there's no way you want us to believe, because now, how does he get that money? I don't know what Umar Johnson is doing with the money. Some people say it's drugs. Some people say gambling.
Yeah.
I can't wait to find out what he's doing with the money.
I think it's the drugs.
I gotta be drugs.
It gotta be drugs.
It gotta be, because I don't, unless, maybe if it's gambling, it would make sense. Let's say if he gambling at casinos or something like that. But I don't know what it could be. But this gotta be the worst mismanagement of money in the history of anything, especially with black people, because we can't even compare it. I almost disrespected church people, like church pastors, because at least the church pastors hustle. Sunday service is open every Sunday. So even as the pastor is taking your money and giving you a pipe dream, at least they church is open.
Yeah.
You can come hear your song, your music, get your little praise dance and Holy Ghost. You get the whole performance and the whole 9 yards.
Right.
People giving Umar Johnson money, and he's still saying, we got some tile to lay down, we got some paint to put on the walls, and we're gonna open up, we're gonna put in the certificate of occupancy. So just feel this for a second. With all this that's going on, he still ain't even got a certificate to occupy.
No.
They charging him the money because it's vacant. It's not occupied.
Right.
So what is he doing? He's not doing nothing. So really, all of the people that donated should be pressing him, show us where the money is at. Like, he ain't showed one receipt for nothing.
And I'm gonna tell you something, it don't matter how long you keep that building closed, you still gotta pay the taxes on it every year.
Gotta pay taxes.
Every year, so that's on you.
And that's on him.
So let me ask you, the YouTube news Umar Johnson is making again. Umar Johnson school is now being auctioned. Do you believe he didn't know anything about this?
No.
Because the first thing they do is send you letters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So the last result was, let me paste it on the goddamn door.
Yeah.
So
you know what the hustle could have been? The hustle could have been, as he's setting it up for the auction. Let's say he find out that it's an auction. He could have had somebody go to the auction, try to buy it off the auction.
Yeah.
Then maybe you keep it. Like, so no, I do not believe that he didn't know that school was being auctioned. I just think he's not as intelligent as we, like, I got a twin sister. I used to always say, my sister's like one of the smartest people I know on the planet. But when it comes to common sense, she didn't have none when we was younger growing up, because she was book smart, not street smart. And I think Umar Johnson could be the psychology stuff.
Yeah.
He could be smart as hell there. But in the real world, he has no intelligence whatsoever.
Yeah, see, the hustlers are smarter than him.
The hustlers are
I'm a goddamn hustler. I'm smarter than that nigga. When it comes to money,
he should at least, if his hustle mentality should have said, I'm gonna get these taxes paid at least.
Right.
I might hustle the money, do whatever else I want to do with the money, but I'm gonna make sure these because let's say if that tax stuff don't come out, if he paying them taxes, he can run this scam forever.
What do you think he's doing with the money?
He fucking hoes, getting high, and partying. He got it, like, he got it in that all that traveling he doing, he using that money with. Because I don't think, now you might have a couple of people that might pay for the hotel, pay for a flight or something like that, but his expenses got to be paid some kind of way, and he don't have a job. So if he don't have a job, how is he getting paid? So I think that's where, and he made a point to say on Instagram he can't monetize. So when he show you all that Instagram money, I think he said he getting, not money, all the views he getting off of Instagram, he made a post saying he can't even make money off of Instagram. So he's demonetized.
Do you believe that too? Why you can't make money off of Instagram?
That I don't. Well,
Like, what the hell is going on?
they'll restrict you, like Facebook, Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm restricted on Facebook from a simple photo
Yeah.
to where I can make money off of like posts, but I can't make money off of reels. So depending on how that is, but we're gonna find out hoeing, drugs, and his expensive lifestyle, if he has one, because it's hard to say because you don't see him with like jewelry and shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Like when we find out what he's doing with this money, it's gonna be for something stupid. I guarantee you it's just some stupid, careless, childlike mistakes that Umar Johnson is doing.
What do you think, like continue on with the Umar YouTube news, he came out, talked about his accounts are now being frozen.
Right.
Do you think the story of him saying his accounts are frozen was a part of an excuse because he doesn't really have the money?
Yeah, definitely. That's the play. So it's like, okay, that's why I think he's always known about this tax money. Like, you can have something over your head and you just be waiting, and then now it's like, okay, I can't wait no more. He probably gets the letter in July or June about owing this money.
Yeah.
He don't have the money. So what do I think? How do I come up with it? Okay, this lady stole my money. Because clearly the lady didn't steal no money. Clearly the lady didn't plot, scheme. Clearly the lady had no access to his tax information. And she's a tax lady, I believe, anyway. She works for the IRS or something like that. And so when he says that, that's for the supporters to know. Because that's the scam. The scam is, hey y'all, they investigating my money. They saying I can't have access to my money. We trying to find out. This man said, when he went to Newark to do his speaking, this man said that the banks wanted him to come in, but he couldn't make it.
What?
Yes. Right?
That's
it's
crazy.
live. Because the crazy part about it is, if your money, your thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars is being held by the bank, and they saying we need you to come in. Oh, let me tell you something. The North speaking would have been stopped. That would have had to stop. I can't speak it. No, hey, can we postpone that? Because I need to go to the bank first before I come and speak here. Oh, I can't go see you. I can't go see no ladies. I can't. You don't see his kids already.
That comes first.
Everything would
everything
shut down
stops. Yeah.
Because that's your bread and butter.
Right.
Because remember, they ain't freeze. So according to him, they froze the school and his personal account. Mm-hmm. So if you ain't got no access to banking, they say, hey, we need you to come here. Why wouldn't you go?
What was his excuse?
He said he couldn't make it. He didn't give no reason. He said, I couldn't make it. I had to reschedule. I'm going to go on Monday. He couldn't go on Friday. He got to go on Monday. That's bullshit.
Brother. Come on, man.
I just think, listen, man, as smart as people want to say he is, I think he's just making up the shit in his head and just saying, repeat the shit 3 times.
He is smart. And
no, he's smarter than that psychology.
No, not even psychology, because that nigga needs psychological help.
Yes.
You know, he needs to really sit down to a real psychologist.
He needs a counselor.
He's smart when it comes to scamming. I think he outbeat Polite. He beats Polite, man. Because he got millions.
I think Polite might be smarter. So Polite's failure wasn't the scamming. Polite's failure was his nastiness.
Right.
Polite's failure was assaulting that girl.
Yeah.
But the scamming, him and Polite neck and neck. Listen, because think about it. But even with Polite with the assault on the young girl, people still believe in him.
Yeah.
People still was standing with him. Like, they neck and neck with that scam. And Polite get out there. I remember y'all had this scam. Not y'all. When I'm saying y'all, I ain't even talking about you. I'm talking about because it was Reggie was teaching this shit. Polite was teaching this shit. They was calling that dark matter shit. That's when y'all had that science evolution, whatever that shit was. Yeah, the science conference. And I remember Iman Bashir and Polite is sitting on your couch, and Iman trying to battle Polite over the fucking dark matter.
Right.
And Iman said to Polite, Bashir said to Polite, well, show me this dark matter, make this dark matter. Polite was so slick with it. Polite switched the shit to tell me how to bake a cake. I bet you know how to bake a cake. And instead of Iman Bashir focusing on the dark matter, Bashir fat ass at the time because he's skinny as hell now. But Bashir at the time start breaking down baking the cake.
Yeah, he heard about the cake.
Yeah, he heard about the cake. Niggas like cake. Instead of focusing on the dark matter. Polite and Reggie and all of them and Untu went all on this dark matter shit. And Polite hustled that shit. Polite, listen, man, Polite is not on the Creflo Dollar type of hustle. But Umar Johnson, I just don't think he's smart enough. He's running out of ways to convince us of the hustle.
Right.
Because it's getting close to the end. Like he's at the end. Like even when Polite was at the end, that's when he paid people to, he paid the bar to say not guilty. He had the women come out saying not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, but he was at the end. That's his last resort. So now Umar is at his last resort. So freezing the account is the last resort.
How many more years you give Umar for him to finally be
About
done?
another year. Another year.
I would say another year because of Lennon. What's his name? How you pronounce his name?
I think it's Lennon.
Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, brother.
Yeah.
But it's Lennon.
Lennon. I'm gonna see if I can get the brother's name. 'Cause I actually
Lennon.
follow
Oh
him.
man. I'm with you. I think I'll give him another year
Yeah, he got
before
another
it's all
year.
over.
Before it's all over. Because after August 25th, he'll be able to run some time. Let's say if he gets to school, if he's able to recover. If he's able to recover that school though, I don't know.
I don't think he's gonna be, brother.
But,
I
yeah,
don't
I'm
think
listening.
he's gonna be able to recover the school. Where's the money?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where's the money?
So that's why I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. I'm trying to find the brother's channel while we talk about it. I think he loses Lennon Honor.
Yeah, shout out to Lennon Honor, man.
Yeah, Lennon Honor has been on Umar's ass this whole thing. Word is bond because I think when he loses after August 25th, and that school gets auctioned, loses that school, he'll be able to run a year, maybe up to a year-long steam of we got to get it back.
It's over though. That's over though.
That nigga said he gonna march on.
There's nobody else gonna believe
He
this
said he gonna
dude.
march on City Hall.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. When he said that? When he said that?
on his Instagram Live.
Make sure you send me that.
Yeah, I got him downloaded. I'm gonna send it to you. On his Instagram Live, he said we're gonna have a couple of marches because y'all not gonna take the school. Y'all not gonna do this when the city is not taking the school. You losing the school because you're not paying taxes. What he complaining about back in April was a waiver to get it for free. So now you don't got the waiver, but you should have the money. That's what I need everybody to understand. He should have the money. That's why he's coming up with that they froze my account. The accounts are frozen. You know when them accounts gonna get unfrozen?
When?
After August 25th. Because if he says the accounts is unfrozen before August 25th, then that means he should have the money to get him unfroze. So the only way he saves that is if before August 25th, he gets a bunch of new money. Because let's say if he gets some new money, because I think he's out of money.
Yeah, and I think he's done with the money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's nobody giving him no more money, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
And if they do, like I said, they deserve to be scammed.
If he gets that money, everybody that donates that money deserves whatever they get.
Right, exactly.
They don't get no mercy at that point.
So what do you think about the people that may participate in his march that he supposed to
it's like
have?
the blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
It's like the fallen leading the fallen.
Yeah.
And that's why you said something earlier about him needing counseling, right? He hates his father.
Yeah.
Absolutely hates his father. That's why he's a bad father. He's a bad, like, when I grew up, and we all, like, Umar Johnson's, I don't know what his, I don't know who's right or wrong in that relationship.
Right.
But what I do know is that in order for us to stop the curses that our children endure, we have to stop hating our fathers, our mothers. Because if you hate your father, it's going to be hard for you to be a good parent if you grow up hating your father.
Because that's going to be stuck into your mind of how your father treated you.
Right. Everything that your father, and the messed up part about it is you end up being what you hated.
Yeah.
If you hate your mother or father, you're going to be them because you never got over it.
Right.
And Umar Johnson is showing that because he hates his father. So now what did he do with his children? He's not around his children, and he's acting what he feels is just like his pops. And his pops, from what I see, number one, his pop, you wouldn't even think that that's his father, only because his father looks young. But his father needs to, they need to fix that. If you can't fix that, you're not gonna fix anything. And how can he fix other people's kids if he still hates his father? So even when he speaks, it's gonna come from that level. And without that type of counseling, he'll just keep winning. And why do I bring all that up? All the people that follow him probably suffer that same thing. And looking for a daddy and looking at Umar like we can all trauma bond together. So by me supporting Umar, somehow that fixed my life. That's how because that's what people do in church. Me giving all my money to the pastor somehow fixed my life, but your life never gets fixed. So they gonna march and rally thinking this is gonna be their victory in life, helping Umar Johnson. And Umar Johnson is banking on you being a peon. You donate to Umar, you're a peon. It's facts.
All right. If we forget anything on Umar, we'll harken back on
we'll
it.
bring back to it, yeah.
Let's move on to the next subject.
Okay.
I want to talk about
Black woman abusing the black man more than she's getting abused.
That's a good
Because
topic.
I think
that's a good topic. And from that, I want to ask you the question.
Okay.
Shakira Richardson was recently arrested for assaulting her boyfriend, Kristen Coleman. He lied and said, he even covered for her when the police came.
Right.
He lied and said that
she wasn't hitting him.
Yeah, she wasn't hitting her. What do you think about that? Do you think the black men are more abused than black women when it comes to black male-female relationships? Like you said, I think the women are more aggressive towards the men. They're more abusive. I think you're right about that.
Because see, when it comes
to us, we got to hold their hands and baby, hold on, or we got to grab them.
And who knows you got to do that?
Who knows?
Yeah, she does.
She knows that.
She knows that.
Because she knows we don't want to hit her.
Right.
She knows we're not going to put our hands on her.
She has been given a full-fledged license to act like a goddamn Tasmanian devil.
Right.
Hey, you ever see the cartoon Tasmanian Devil? That motherfucker be spinning all throughout the house and all that shit. That's the black woman in the damn house. When you just look at some of this video. I just want you to look, as we talk about this, if we just look at this video, right? I want sa.neter gonna put this video on the camera. I want y'all to look at that. Hold that phone, look at the video. I just want you to look at that video. Look at that video. Look at how he's walking. I want you to look at that side as I talk about it. That's them in the airport. You see how she pushing on him?
Yeah.
He just trying to walk away, be the what? What they call it? Be the bigger person.
That's what we always do.
Be the bigger man. She is pushing him, punching him, all of that. That's what she doing in there.
Yeah.
Now, so we got to ask ourselves the question, why are black women like that? Because as a child, as a kid, the black girls are taught and the black boys are taught, you don't hit girls.
That's right.
I tell the same story. I got a twin sister. My sister used to hit on me until my mother saw her hitting me. She say, why you didn't hit her back? And I'm saying, you taught us not to teach. And she said I could hit my sister back. I hit my sister one time. She's never hit me again. But without me hitting her, without my mother telling me that, she would think that she could just hit on me and no consequences. And black women believe they have no consequences of any of their actions. So what can they do with their mouth? They don't, listen, they talk about your mama. They say the most degrading shit. They'll talk about your penis size. They'll talk about, that's why you ain't got no job. That's why your last woman left you. Whatever they could think about, because they in their feelings, they'll say about you. And you as a man gotta sit there and take it.
Yeah. And
Shakari's husband or boyfriend is taking that abuse, and then what does he have to do? So she gets arrested. As she's getting arrested, this man knows they're arresting her for assault. The TSA agents see her assaulting. What does he do? She didn't hit me. Is that not abuse? She didn't hit me. We was just having an argument. Don't press no charges. Let her go, even though the video shows that abuse. So when we say black men are more abused, I think that's true. Now, if you want to say who hits more, I don't know, sir. I don't know if
who hits more.
Who hits more, the black woman or the black man? I don't know.
The black woman, bro. I got to go with the woman,
I gotta go with the black woman.
Ain't no way in hell we hit our women like that.
If you want to say, even if you want to say who hurts more, I would go with the black woman hurts more.
Yeah.
Because that black woman can be beating on you, beating on you, beating on you. And because we're a man, one slap, like even my hand like that one slap, because we're more physically stronger, that one slap will send her into a frenzy. I'll tell you what, that black woman be saying all that shit. You say, bitch, be quiet.
Right,
bitch.
Right. And you call yourself bitch every goddamn thing.
Hey, you call yourself bitch, your girlfriend's bitch,
your daughter a bitch.
The homosexual can call you bitch.
Right.
But the minute I call you bitch after you said everything else to me.
Crazy, right?
It's the end of the, listen, remember that?
Shaka brought that point up.
Oh, you did? Remember me and Jabari had a back and forth over the word bitch. And you filming it now. You technically on Jabari's side, but you really on my side.
Right.
But you got to be on Jabari's side because that's your boy. Because the whole time you in the house, remember everybody got mad at Gentleman Hyman because he said call her a bitch.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the woman that he say call a bitch is disrespecting you in front of your kids. And what did he say? You can't hit her. You can't do this.
Right.
So what can you do? Battle her with
just
words. Call her a bitch.
Right.
So we can't call you a bitch, but we got to be subjected to all of the mental and verbal. How many times do we see a video of a man hitting a woman? But the reason that the man is hitting the woman is because she in his face, running her mouth, saying all of that, and he trying to walk away, trying to keep. If that brother Coleman, I think that's his name, would have pushed her away.
Yep.
He couldn't even run. He couldn't.
That's assault.
And you know what? He knows if I touch this woman, I can't even run no more because he's a track star too. I can't even run no more. I can't have my career no more. Y'all ain't gotta believe me. Ray Rice can't play football because his wife spit on him, and he hit her back in the elevator. She got knocked out because he's a football player.
Right.
He ain't played football since.
Damn.
Bow Wow got all type of scratches on his face because he didn't hit her back. They laughed at this nigga, man. Made fun of little Bow Wow because he did what he was raised to do, not hit a woman back, and they made fun of him. Chris Brown's whole career got put on pause because him and Rihanna, both of them violent. She's abusing him. Find out he got something. It's always over most of the time. Another woman.
Yep.
Find out Chris Brown. Like Chris Brown is Chris Brown. Yeah, you Rihanna.
Yeah, but that's
Chris Brown. That's Chris Breezy. Chris Breezy. Listen, the women love Chris Brown.
Word.
Listen, my daughter just went to a Chris Brown concert.
My daughter
yesterday.
too.
Oh, that must have been the same one.
Yeah, they went to the same one.
My daughter just went to a Chris Brown concert.
Yeah.
They going crazy over Chris Brown. You think just because you Rihanna, you think they ain't hitting them up?
Yeah,
and what does she
man.
do? Start attacking him. And he went through so much abuse. And you know, he defended her. He took the brunt of the abuse. Career put on pause. And then there was a documentary that came out where the proof was that she was hitting him. But because he's a man, when he retaliates, of course, the bruises are going to look like he did worse to her because he's a man. But the mental and physical abuse that he endured because of that, before that, nobody ever talks about. Nobody talks about the abuse that men go through every day from that bitch's mouth.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm saying, bitch, if it applies and you offended, you probably the bitch that be running your mouth.
Yeah. Like the last video me and Shaka did, Shaka was going in on the women, and I said, yo, Shaka, man, don't call these women bitches, brother. They the one that supports you.
Right.
He said, what? Don't call them a bitch. They call themselves a bitch. You know how Shaka do.
Right.
They call themselves a bitch. They call, he did the same thing. He ran on to that. He said, man, if they getting mad because I called them a bitch, some shit. Like, he just was going in on that.
The truth, listen, Christ said, you shall know the truth shall make you free. And there's a phrase that says the truth hurts. And the truth for these black women is that your mouth gets you in so much trouble that there's a story, I think in Atlanta right now, there's a story When I was on Clubhouse on the Hunter side, we're whacking them room. They was running this story yesterday. I'm trying to see if I could find it. Of a setup where this woman called her brothers to get vengeance against her boyfriend. And it's just like a story from last year with this athlete. This woman finds numbers in his phone, calls her brothers, say to shoot him up. They come to shoot him up. He ends up shooting them, unalived one of them, all because she mad because she found a number in his phone. You know how many times brothers is fighting their, and you know what's crazy is brothers will fight the boyfriend over abuse,
right?
And then the sister go right back with the brother, go right back with the boyfriend. Like don't even learn the lesson. So it's damn near like to the brothers, why are you going to fight for your sister when she gonna end up going right back to the damn abuser? Like women don't understand how mentally abusive they can be, and what Sha'Carri Richardson represents is that abuse that black men go through. Like, you know, they talk about the untold story of abuse. The real untold story of abuse is black men go through such mental and physical abuse that they can never speak about it. Because if a black man calls 911, he's a pussy.
Yeah, that's
if
right.
That black man knows if he gets this restraining order, he's a pussy. If he calls 911, he's a pussy.
So what is the solution? Like when your woman goes off and she want to hit you, what would you do, Captain?
I would battle that bitch with like what Jennifer Hyman said, dude. That's absolutely what I would do. Listen, I'm a very calm person. I like to talk. Like any of my wives, they'll tell you I don't like to argue. I don't. I really
Me neither,
don't.
Man.
I'm trying. I don't like I'll give grace period. You see how I debate? I don't go off right away. So I'll give a grace period when we going back and forth. But then I'm gonna warn you. I'm gonna say, listen, I'm about to go off. I said, if you keep talking in this fashion, I'm gonna go off. Now, once the go off time is there, I'm going to verbally check you, and you're either gonna deal with it or you're not. And then then that's if we in front of each other. If it's through text, let's say if it's over the phone or something like that, I would just hang up and you won't hear from me for a while. Like I'm not a trauma bonder. Like I ain't that nigga that. Like, and I try to teach women this all the time. I try to teach men and women this all the time. Relationships ain't about, you know, that break up to make up shit. That song, the break up to make up, that's a trauma bonding relationship. Because you ain't supposed to be arguing back and forth. What I'll do, I'll hang up on you. You'll call me, phones got these beautiful features. Don't answer, like block. I'll block you from calling me. I'll block you from messaging me. And I'll give you a couple days to yourself. And pray, and listen, sometimes I pray, hey man, maybe she just leave and just won't come fucking back. Because if she do come back, maybe she'll learn that lesson. He really don't like to argue. Let me get my shit together, because I don't like to argue. And the only way you can enforce her to stop being like that is to you to stand on your square. Because if you argue back with her, you telling her you like to argue.
Right.
I didn't see my father do that type of arguing. You know where a lot of men, and it's what men got to think about. Men got to think about if they like arguing with their woman, they got to think if they were raised by their mama, and that's why they acting like that. Because women do all that cackling. Real men don't waste all that time arguing. I ain't never seen my father do that. When my father was sober, he in the house, I ain't see him do all that back and forth arguing and shit like that. You put your foot down, lay the law down, and then that's it. Not all that penny ante arguing. I ain't with all that.
Right. I agree with you 100%.
Definitely.
Let's move on over to the rap scene, to the rap world.
Okay.
Some rapper named T Hood was shot.
Right.
Was shot and unalive in Atlanta.
Right.
Is hip hop to blame for the violence in the black communities, brother?
I'm actually glad you asked me that question. Right. There's this gospel Christian rapper. His name is D1. Right. He's been on this rampage of condemning like violent rap. Right. Can't say that he's all the way wrong because I'm on the fence about it, to be honest. The reason why I'm on the fence about the whole violent rap is because if you're gonna be against violent rap, then we got to be against everything violent. Because in the black community, they playing Call of Duty. They putting switches on Call of Duty. When they on Call of Duty, they learning how to shoot, not from rap music. They learning how to shoot from Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, and 4, Gears of War, Rainbow Six, every shoot 'em up game, every violent game that's on the internet. That's where they learning to be violent just as much as they learning to be violent from hip hop. So if we're gonna isolate and make hip hop, why are we only targeting what black people invented that's violent? Because hip hop is an aggressive form of music. It's a way where you can express your pain, you can express your love, your happiness. It's a form of everything.
But that's the way it used to be. It's not like that now.
Right, you talk about with the pain and stuff like that?
Yeah, where you can express real life situations and how you grew up in the hood and
it is.
that.
Unfortunately, some of that music is how they growing. They growing up with switches. They growing up putting that Glock switch, going out there riding and shooting. They growing up like that.
So once again, do you blame hip hop
No, I
for
don't.
the violence?
Because when someone's going to unalive somebody, it has nothing to do with music. It has to do with depression. Imagine that kid, or that, I don't want to say kid, imagine the cat that's has no mother or father, is poor. He comes outside, he got to eat. And he can't get no job. Nobody won't hire. What do you think his methodology is to go get food? Listen to rap music and go rob, or just go rob? Because
go rob.
Early hip hop in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, wasn't they selling drugs?
Yeah.
Wasn't they shooting? It wasn't as much shooting, but wasn't they stabbing and fighting and violence and gangs and all that?
Right, but see, that's what the lyrics was about. It was about them selling drugs in the hood. It was about how they was raised up and growing up around stuff like that.
But so you telling me
the lyrics wasn't about?
But you telling me that hip hop is making them sell drugs? They were selling drugs.
I would say the hip hop today is making their ass smoke all this goddamn weed, brother.
No, it's not.
They see the rappers doing it, they want to emulate it. They want to do it.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is if these cats in the hood actually knew that, like Future don't do the drugs that he rap about. 50 Cent made a song, I'm high all the time. He did not smoke weed when he wrote the song. If they only knew that half of these rappers that rap about the drugs aren't using the drugs. And here's how you can measure who's using the drugs and who's not. The successful rappers are not using the drugs. The unsuccessful rappers are using the drug. What I mean by unsuccessful, not that they're not popular, that their name ain't out there.
I know what you're saying.
They got good songs, but you could tell that they on drugs.
Right.
The ones like Future, he's not on drugs. That's why he churns out the music the way that he churns out the music. But when it comes to hip hop, oppression is the reason. And I'm gonna use that same Baltimore story. That mayor in Baltimore, fixing Baltimore right now, even while hip hop music is still the same. He's fixing Baltimore. But he's actually using the city to fix the problem. If D1 and rappers want to blame, and anybody that wants to blame hip hop, like this brother that just got killed, I guarantee you, has nothing to do with rap music. Guarantee. Guarantee when we go into the story of that, it's going to have to do with drugs. It's going to have to do with lack of opportunities. I was on No Jumper 2 years ago, me and Tariq Nasheed, right? Shout out to Wack 100, he set the whole thing up, right? And we was on there, Wack is telling me how the TDE label owner took a bunch of Bloods and Crips and took them to some event. And while they was at that event, they were not Bloods and Crips. You know what they was?
What?
Young kids out there taking advantage of the opportunity that the owner of the TDE label gave them. So they wasn't out there saying, I ain't hanging with you because you were Blood, I ain't hanging with you because you were Crip. And you know what that showed? And I said this in that clip, that the opportunities is what the youth do not have. If we had more opportunities in the black community, you can play all the rap music you want. The number one consumer of hip hop is who?
White people.
White people communities ain't fucked up.
Did you know that though?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Yeah.
The number one community consumer is white people.
Do you know why?
Because their communities are taken care of.
Nah, man.
Okay.
because they listening to black rappers condemn black women, and they love that shit, especially white women.
They not
and
emulating
they listening to black men talking about killing other black men.
They also listen to talk about drugs
and
too.
they're
though.
listening to that, and that's why it's all right for a white man to come in and kill what they look at as a nigga.
So if white people was as poor as black people, would they be listening to
But
music?
there's a lot of white people that's poor as black people.
Not as not as.
Don't forget where Eminem come from.
Listen, Eminem was probably in a black neighborhood.
Yeah, he was.
He was in a black neighborhood.
Yeah.
So that don't count. White communities are not impoverished because the city, like, you got Newark and South Orange, right? There's a street called South Orange Avenue. When I'm driving up South Orange Avenue, I know I'm in the city of South Orange because the neighborhood changes. Baltimore was the #1 crime. What was #1 rated in crime? They got the lowest murder rate since 1976. Has nothing to do with addressing hip hoppers. Has everything with making sure that that community has more opportunities for the youth. If there was more, if the city cared, Harlem, when they started caring about Harlem and changed the city and the outlook, you see more white people. Now Harlem is policed more.
Yeah.
The problem of that Cotty getting murdered is going to be oppression. It's going to be drugs. It's going to be things that are not controlled by black people. And so when people blame hip hop, I just think you're a sucker. You can't blame the child for a parental problem. And we are the problem. If anything, if you know that that's the problem, then why aren't you in the community to try to fix the problem? Instead, you blaming the kids. You can't. That's like when old people blame the youth. You can't blame the youth. You got to blame old. You can't tell the youth to fix a grown man problem. That don't even make sense. How you gonna tell a child? That's like when a mother tells the kid when she done kicked the man out the house, you the man of the house. How a 7-year-old gonna know how to be a man of the house? A 10-year-old know how to be the man. But you know what it does to his mental? Makes him think, I gotta go out and make money because I'm the man of the house. And when he goes outside and the drug dealer says, hey, deliver this pack, I'll pay you $50, I'll pay you $100.
Yeah. Let me move forward and ask you this. What role do personal mentor play in your journey towards your spirituality, towards your moving forward towards do y'all say spirituality or?
Yeah, spirituality is a good word.
Do y'all say spirit?
Yeah, spirituality, mentorship is a good thing. You can say from a mentorship position, you could say that's one of the things ISUBK offers. Now we wouldn't use that word, but it's something that you could say we offer because we become the big brother, the big uncle, the big father. We become everything to those children. And when I'm saying children, I'm talking about grown men.
Right.
But they be children because you damn near reset your clock because you never had a real life. You had a life that you had no father, so you was just a survivalist until you got older. So the mentorship comes with coming into communities. Like when we do these cookouts, it's about meeting new brothers and sisters that we can mentor and give spiritual guidance to because they all looking for answers. The first thing they want to know is, and you know what's crazy? When we talk to the youth, the first thing they want to know is how can they make money? That's the #1 thing on the youth's mind. The #1 thing on the youth's mind is not the #1 hip hop song.
Right.
The #1 thing on the youth mind is how to make money because their mother and father is not making money. How do they change their ways? Because their mother and father is not changing their ways. And so now we have to come and be a mentor to them. But before you can be a mentor, you got to be mentored too. Because your mind state has to be changed, your spiritual mind state. Because if your spiritual mind state is make money first, they're going to come to you with a hustle, and that hustle going to be like, well, I understand why you're hustling.
Do you receive counsel from your higher up, from your generals?
All the time.
Okay.
Almost everything I do, I get counsel for until I graduate from that level. Like I was telling you before, I used to get counsel on after I debated Polite, because I was kind of new into y'all world.
Right.
I used to get counsel from General Hyman all the time. Now it's to a point I don't have to get as much counsel, but I still will call General Hyman before damn near almost every battle, and he'll always give me one little tweak, one little change here, that don't do this, do that, that'll tweak and change my whole concept. So I still get counsel. I go to Commander General Yohana, get counsel and advice from him on all things, because I'm in charge of men, women, and children.
Right.
I cannot do that on my own. So that counsel is important. Like when it says it's a nation or a community. So in the ISUBK community, like we're not an Israelite community. We're the ISUBK community, because in that community, there's people that I could tell what to do and people that could tell me what to do. In the Israelite community, I can't tell them what to do because they could say I'm not an ISUBK. So in the ISUBK community, I tell people what to do and people tell me what to do, and I love that. Because the minute that I don't have somebody telling me what to do is the minute I might do some real wild shit. And I don't want to.
Is there ever a time, you being your own man, now this is a tough question.
Okay.
Has there ever been a time, you being your own man with your own thinking, ever thought that maybe General Yohana is wrong on certain things, or maybe what's the brother you know, General Mahyman could be wrong, or you don't agree?
Listen, man, when I first came in here as a man, you know, it's like you say, so you believe that you should listen to everything that they say, right? And so I remember General Hazayan was the first man that taught me to just listen to everything they say, right? When I'm saying taught me because he gave me some order in regards to my wife, right? I ain't listening to that.
That's in your first round coming through.
Yeah, like I'm young man coming.
Right.
And I'm actually battling him on not listening to this order, because like I'm a man, and what he asking me, I don't believe is the thing to do.
Right.
I'm adamant about.
But as you go on, you see, goddamn, this nigga was right.
But in that battle,
Uh-huh.
I say, F it. I'm going to go against what I believe. Mm-hmm. I'm trusting this man that this is the thing to do. And I listened to that brother. And when I say he was right, like he's a general now, he was a captain at the time.
Oh, wow. Wow.
But he was over me. I'm reporting to him. And I listened to what he said, and he was 100% right. Same thing with General Mayat. Like I could run through all the generals have told me something that I'm like, if I'm in my head, I'm like, man, this is out of his mind. this is. I remember I'm doing a radio show. General Hyman told me something happened at my house. I step out the radio show, and I tell General Hyman what's happening at my house. He said, that's not happening at your house. Let's go finish the radio show. And just walked away. And I'm sitting there stuck because I'm like, the part of me is like, I'm about to leave, because I'm in Philly. Mm-hmm. So that's a 2-hour drive. I'm like, man, I got to go home. Because this shit is happening.
So he taught you discipline. That's discipline.
And he said, and he did it so cold. He was like, this is not happening. Let's get back to the radio show. Didn't wait for my answer. Open the door, because we was like in the hallway. Hold
up. You know what that remind me of?
What?
The story of Jesus. When they were walking, and then the other dude was supposed to go somewhere. I'm paraphrasing. You know the story. And he said, yo, I can't do this. I can't do this.
He got to go bury
because I got to go bury. What did Jesus tell him?
Jesus say, let the dead bury the dead.
Come on,
right,
man.
So that's my moment.
Listen, man, remind me of that.
General Hyman just walked off. Mm-hmm. And first I'm looking at the nigga, like I'm saying nigga now, I was a young man back then. So I'm telling it from that lens.
Right,
I don't mean it now.
Right.
I'm looking at it like this nigga just walked off. Like I got this shit happening at the house. Like, right? And so he was so strong with the shit. I went right in there, finished the radio show, went back home, and it was exactly what he said. It was absolutely nothing.
Nothing that you could.
So it's like, I've been hit with that, and that right there, I've never questioned them. Mm-hmm. Like, and it's like, I don't look at it like questioning them back then, because it's new to me, having to listen to somebody when it's just been me. So I don't look at that as questioning. I'm looking at it as it's new to me. But like since then, they've never given me nothing, an order that has ever went against, and I've never had a reason to go against it. But now here's the important part, because now I'm in their position with the men and women that I'm in charge of. And so it's not a light thing, because for General Hyman to say that, he's saying that having to know that what he's telling me is right, because if he's wrong or right, it's all on him. So that's a burden.
Who's second in command after General Yohana? Commanding General Yohana.
General Hyman.
Oh, what? I thought it was the other dude with the glasses.
That's General Mayak. He's third.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's Commander General Yohana, General Hyman, General Mayak, General Haas, General Shalmar, General Katham, General Kabalama.
Damn, did I meet all of them? I know I met.
Let me make sure
I think I met 4 of them already.
General Yohana, General Hyman, General Mayak, General Haas, General Shalmar, General Katham Gabar, and General Kabalama.
What are the qualities to become a general? Because you're going to become a general soon, brother.
I'm afraid of that. Listen, you know, it's
you're going to become a general, brother. General Hyman was once a captain.
Yeah.
All of these men were captains at one time.
It's not for me. Listen, the beautiful thing I love about
you can't say it's not for you.
No. I'm gonna finish the statement. It's not for me to decide that.
Right. I know that.
But I love that.
That's why I said, what is the qualifications?
So that's what I'm trying to answer. What I'm trying to answer is, like, it's not for me to decide, and I don't have to worry about that.
Right.
And I don't.
It's gonna come when you're not even thinking about it, brother.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, and if I was to speak it bluntly, I don't even care. Like, I love that the general. What I love about Commander General Yohana, all Commander General Yohana wants to see is work. So I don't work no differently when I was a 50. I'm wiser, smarter, way more wisdom.
I think it takes loyalty. You got that.
So I'm no different. Like, I don't function like Commander General. Like, I don't work like Captain of 13,000 Tazaryach. I just work as a soldier.
Right.
Like, I'm a soldier. So as a soldier, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. So I just go out and be a soldier. Whatever comes with being a soldier just comes with being a soldier. So, but I'm afraid of the rank.
What's the highest captain?
What I am, 13,000.
Okay, see, so your next move is what? General.
Yeah, that's up to the generals.
That's your next graduation, bro.
Right.
You can't get around that.
Yeah, I'm just a soldier.
I can see you crying right now becoming a general. I can see tears coming down your face.
Oh man, nah, I don't even think about it. I don't think about it.
Because it's going to happen when you least expect it.
What's funny, these brothers...
They're not going to warn you. They're not going to... When y'all have a big event one day, they just going to tell you.
Yeah, I don't even think about it. I'm afraid of that part.
Now, there's levels to generals. Like,
so
you're still going to be under General Muhammad.
Yeah, so there's 1 shield general and 13 shield general.
Oh, damn.
Right.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good, man. So let me ask you this. What legacy do you hope to leave for future generations, brother?
Man, that's a hell of a question. What legacy I hope to leave
for future generations to come?
To leave something behind. Like in Ecclesiasticus, it says, let me see if I can find this scripture, right? I'm going to tell you the only legacy I wish to leave, right? Well, of course, to never leave the truth. Let me see if I spelled this right. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus 33:22. It says, in all thy works, keep to thyself the preeminent. In all thy works, keep to thyself the preeminence, and leave not a stain in thine honor. That's what I would like. I would like if they say Tazaryach's name, outside of disagreeing a debate, disagreeing on a position or something like that, that the work that I've done, the love that I've given, the blood that I've spilled for my people remains the same. Like, I go hard, like I don't even, like the sacrifices that all the men from Commander General Yohana all the way down to the trooper, we sacrifice family, we sacrifice job, we sacrifice our lives for this truth, and that's a legacy that you know, we should all uphold. Like we took an oath. Like I took an oath when that. Shalom, brother. Respect, man. Like when I came into the truth, and they poured that oil on my head, that was an oath that I took to uphold the name of the Most High, to uphold the name of Christ, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, and I just want to maintain that no matter what. So that's the legacy that I will hope to live by, if that's what the Lord allows, because it's all His. Like the Bible says, if I could be a doorman to the kingdom of heaven. So if the Lord allowed me to leave that legacy and honor, that's all I want. I don't need nothing else.
Why do you think it's important for black youth to learn about the Bible as they're young? And about Israel? Because
that's where you get your brotherhood from, your sisterhood from. Like you get to understand what loyalty. And we kind of halfway, like kids is so, like the Lord said, when you come into the kingdom of heaven, you got to come in as a baby, right? Because kids, you know, right now, boys fight each other, and 5 minutes later, they playing with each other.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Because they don't learn.
It's not
hate.
real like that.
Yeah, they don't learn true hate. It's not.
But that's the same thing I say about African children and white children. White children don't know nothing about hate, or they don't know nothing about racism until they are taught that. Look at Eminem. He grew up around black people. So why not just love everybody, Captain?
Because God never said to love everybody.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
He never said it. And I don't believe that white kids and black kids are like that, because you can do studies of white kids. Do the doll test study. The doll test study, you're gonna see them you're gonna see them black kids pick the white doll. You're gonna see that. So I don't agree with that. I don't agree that when if you put black kids and white kids in the same room together, they would not love each other. Eventually they would separate. But when you take our youth, as they fight each other, they don't have that permanent level of hatred for each other. So imagine bringing that Bible, and you bring a truth, you bring a code of ethics, who to love, who to separate, who not to deal with. And why is that important? Because at some point you take that black kid and that white kid, you grow them up together, eventually they're gonna want their own to dominate. It's natural, it's nature. It's nature that you want your race to be above others. And so if the black youth can grow up with the law, statutes, commandments, we get our feast days, we get a culture, we get an identity, we get something to truly love. A part of the reason why that doll test don't work is because we grow up with this disdain for black people. Mm-hmm. We grow up with disdain for our own. We grow up with white is better than black. We grow up like that, as opposed to we grow up black is good. Like Song of Solomon said, I'm black but beautiful. So imagine the kids growing up like that. That Bible is a treasure to where that culture, you know, it's just so healthy for us. Like that's what
Is there anything in the Bible that you may disagree with? Anything? So you agree with everything, brother? Even the rape doctrine?
There ain't no rape doctrine in there.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
when you look at the scriptures and it talks about
laying hold.
The Lord have turned them over to you, and He says, even though you killed their parents, if there's a beautiful woman amongst them, you don't have to kill her. Take her home for 30 days. Shave her head. Shave her head.
Who's shaving her head?
No, the scripture says.
Who's shaving her head?
Who? She is or something.
Yeah, she is.
Or you are. Well,
no, you're not touching.
Take off her clothes and give her some new garments.
You're not taking off her clothes.
You give her new garments.
You're not giving her new garments.
Hold on, brother. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. You ain't doing none of that, just so you know.
Lock her down for 30 days.
You're not locking her down.
You're locking her down.
No, you're not.
All right, let's look at it like this. In the modern day, you kill someone's parents. You take the daughter because she's beautiful to you, and you don't kill her. Do you think that little girl, that daughter, is going to want to stay with you? Is going to want to shave her head? Is going to want to marry you?
I don't know if, well, first of all, you may not be the one that has unalived her parents. It's war.
But that's your game.
You're just a character.
That's a part of the group you're a part of. So you done it, whether you did it, whether you killed her or not.
And so what you're asking is, if you show her kindness do you think she's going to want to marry you because of your kindness?
No, after you done killed her parents.
That's a tough one because...
And guess what the law say after that?
What?
It says, basically, I'm paraphrasing. After you done had sex with her, after you done did all of that, and you're not satisfied with her, give her away. Just don't sell her.
What it says.
It says.
It says you can divorce her.
No, it don't. They don't use the word divorce.
Let her go.
It says
that's
let
what
her go.
Divorce is.
It says no, Captain. That's
divorce?
What you Captain, stop. That's what you're adding to it.
No.
You can pull the scripture up.
No, what is divorce? I'm just asking you, what is divorce?
Divorce is going through something where you
ain't going through nothing. You just write her a letter and send her on her way.
Right, but it says you can just let her go. Don't sell her for nothing because.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's the same.
You
thing.
have violated her.
No,
it says that.
You violated.
Captain, you laughing? Don't make me post it and put it up.
Wait, it don't say
you have violated her.
It don't say you violated her. When you
what scripture is that?
It's Deuteronomy 21. When it says, I'm just going to read that part.
Deuteronomy 21, when it talks about taking a girl home after captive, after the Lord have turned you over, doesn't it also say you can let her go afterwards because you have violated her?
Yeah, Deuteronomy 21.
Chapter 21 discusses the treatment of a woman taken captive in war. It stipulates that if an Israelite man wishes to marry her, he must first allow her a month to mourn her parents. If he later finds he does not want her, he must let her go free. The text explicitly states that he cannot sell her as a slave because he has humbled her. It doesn't use the term violated in the modern sense, but acknowledges the change in her status.
Thank you. It's not violated. It says because thou hast humbled her.
And what does humble mean?
I have to look it up. Humble just as anything. Anytime you.
But that's in that text. In the NIV, it says violated.
But the NIV, it says rape too. Like NIV is wild, yo. That's what y'all read the NIV. I don't read the NIV. And the reason why I was saying that's a tough one is because the woman wants to survive. She doesn't want to die.
Right. So therefore, she will have to give in to you.
No, she don't have to because she's allowed to mourn. Like you're not realizing, like you really. First of all, she's not. She's a victim of the war.
Let's be realistic in the modern day.
In modern day time, you go to war. That woman, she's gonna be glad that somebody took her and saved her. What's the opposite of it?
Nah,
she's not being raped. What is the opposite of it? She dying.
Right.
So now she get to go. Bewail her parents, clean herself up, fix herself up, mourn, build herself up, and if she fine, first of all, if she fine, she gonna win. She done won over the nigga in the first place. What nigga you know abuse a fine woman? Well, you got some grimy slime balls out there. They
oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about the Kobe Bryant situation with Kobe Bryant widow.
Now with the Kobe one, I don't know if we should wait to see more information because now remember the updated information. She said she's not pregnant.
Yeah, that's what she said.
So I don't. You know, what are we speaking about her prematurely? So
that's why I said, what's the word I use? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's why I said allegedly.
Pregnant. You said by Jaylen Brown, right?
Yes, allegedly.
I don't want to run the whole line yet until.
Okay.
I think because let's say. Because I'm going to be back out here Saturday. So let's say Saturday we get some updated news.
Okay, real quick, I want to say, peace, misunderstood. I see you. Yeah, Ace Millette, shout out to you, Queen. Real quick, I want to say, Captain, you were wrong. Captain, you only read your Bible. You only read one Bible, which is the King James Bible. Yes, this is happening now. Yes. You only read one Bible, which is the King James Bible, right? But there are many Bibles. Just because you read the King James Bible, they give you different understanding. See, in Deuteronomy, when you look at this Bible, the Jewish Bible, right? What it says, when you go all the way down, it says, because you humiliated her. Because you humiliated her. See? So it didn't say you were sweet to her. It didn't say you were nice to her. It shows you when it talks about that, it talks about the great. That's why it says, let her go for free. Don't sell her for no money. Because why? You already humiliated her, right? So why would it use the word humiliate if you ain't do that? Now watch this. Let's go to another scripture. Telling you, man, you can't mess with me with this right here, brother. I'm ruthless with this right here. And I was looking for it in the Jehovah Witness Bible. Y'all, please look that up for me in the Jehovah Witness Bible and tell me if I'm right. It used the words, which word I used, the Tazaryach, he said it's not in there. That's the word that it used. No, sa.neter. Yes, Hebrew. Yes, Hebrew. See, you're a Bible head, so you don't want to look at it. Let's go with this one. You know, you blocking your blessings, man. You blocking your blessings, brother. Put the book down for a minute and just look at it. Look at this one. It says what? Since you have dishonored her, hey, let her go. You must not sell her or treat her as a slave, since you have what? Dishonored her. Since you have what? Dishonored her, fam. Come on, man. Come on. Watch this one. Watch this one right here. Let me get rid of this. See, you go to different Bibles and they'll give you different interpretations. Let's go with this one. Watch this one. This one is crazy. So Captain only reads one book. He only reads one book, the King James. He feels that that's a better one. Look at this one. If you are not pleased with her, you should let her go wherever she wants, but do not sell her for money or act as if she were a servant, because what? You have put her to shame. See that? You have put her to shame. So there's many, many, many Bibles that will give you different breakdowns, different terminologies, different understanding. Just because Captain decided to use the King James Version, that don't mean the King James is right. The Jehovah Witness Bible is right. Thank you, violated. Now, if you look up the Jehovah Witness Bible, it will use the word violated her. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it. Just to show you. See, Captain just looking up one. Jehovah Witness. Let me see. Where could I get that at? Damn, I thought I had it. Jehovah Witness. Look it up for me, y'all. The Jehovah Witness Bible, Deuteronomy 21, verse 14. And you will find the words violated. It says that. Catholic, is it the Catholic? No, I think it's the Jehovah Witness one. Catholic, different. That's the one I want. I want the Jehovah Witness, and I can't get it. Damn, either I'm looking past it or what? Okay. I'm looking past it. I'm trying to get it. Can't get it. The hell. Okay, I can't see it right now. My eyes is messing up on me. Okay, real quick announcement that where I'm gonna be at tomorrow. Me, Captain Tazaryach, Vocab Malone, a lot of Christian apologists. They will be in the building, and we're gonna be in the park. And when I tell you, it's gonna be like the old days, y'all. It's gonna be like the old days. We're gonna be getting it in tomorrow, man. Tomorrow gonna be crazy. Tomorrow going to be crazy. Let me see. Okay, it's going to be at Washington Square Park. Washington Square Park tomorrow at 5 o'clock. We're going to be in the building. Go and look that up in Manhattan, Washington Square Park, in New York City. We will be there tomorrow, and it's going to be off the chain. It's going to be like old times, and we're going to get it in. We're going to get a lot in. Even Vocab flying in. All right? Vocab Malone, Captain Tazaryach, a few others. Y'all saw the joint when the captain was there before, putting in that work. So we're going to go get it in tomorrow, man. If y'all want to come through, come on through, show some love. All right? With that, peace and black power. I'm out of here. Peace, H. Millette. Love you, baby girl. You know it.